want. And Greta Thunberg appeared outside of the summit, the COP26 summit. Literally, her entire job in life is just to run around yelling at the adults. The adults have disappointed us. You have disappointed Greta. Greta's disappointed in you. Except when she's dancing ecstatically to Rick Astley. Greta's very upset with you. I honestly don't know what Greta's going to do with her life when she hits like 50. Like, what do you do at that point? You just yell at the 80-year-olds? Or do you start yelling at the children? In which case, you're just an adult.
Now, Shapiro made a good point. What happens when Greta hits, say, 50? Is she still out there yelling at everyone? Does she start screaming at toddlers for not holding climate signs? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Eventually, the young climate warrior shtick expires. It's a limited time offer.
Yeah, like right now, the charm and wonder of Greta Thunberg is that she was a very young person, and now she's only a moderately young person yelling at the adults. I feel like by the time she's 23, the magic has worn off a little bit here. But Greta Thunberg did say what is true. She says, inside here, they're all just speaking words, verbiage that means nothing. And so she went off on the climate conference. She's not wrong.
Inside COP, they're just politicians and people in power pretending to take our future seriously, pretending to take the present seriously of the people who are being affected already today by the climate crisis. Change is not going to come from inside there. That is not leadership. This is leadership.
I like when she declares herself a leader. That's fun. Change is not going to come from word leaders saying things. It's from me, in a field, with 7 of you. Say that's where leadership really comes in. Greta Thunberg.
Here's where the hypocrisy kicks in. Even the people inside that building know that implementing Greta's vision would be a complete disaster. You want to radically restructure the global economy in the name of climate justice? Great. Say goodbye to cheap energy. Say goodbye to jobs. Say goodbye to any sense of economic stability for the working class. The cost of Greta's plan isn't some mild inconvenience. It's a wrecking ball.
So that was pretty great. I enjoyed that. The best part is when she starts cursing at the adults. At the adults. It's pretty great. So here, she continues with her rant. But again, she's not wrong. All the people who are inside there are pretending to care about climate change, but don't care enough to actually do anything because they understand the reality of the world, which is that there are costs and benefits to policies, and that the benefits, when it comes to radically redefining how the world economy works, radically underestimate the cost. The cost is way greater in the near term, the midterm, and the long term. If you take the sorts of drastic action that people like Greta would like for you to take, you actually wreck the world economy and you set the world back a couple of 100 years. All to please a Nordic child who's no longer a child, who's now an adult. So she can just vote like everybody else. And then her voice would be equivalent to everybody else's.
Activists tend to work in absolutes. They see a crisis, they demand action, and they don't want to hear excuses. Meanwhile, policymakers are typically slower, more cautious, and more focused on balancing a variety of interests. That doesn't make one side automatically right or wrong. It just means the conversation is complicated. Shapiro's criticism highlights the tension between passion and practicality. Greta's passion resonates with many people, especially younger generations. But when it comes to implementing policy, especially on a global scale, things get messy. There are economic, political, and geopolitical realities that can't be ignored. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Greta Thunberg's moment is over, or is she just getting started?